things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oregon State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Looking to pass, it's Woodside. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. QB got it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duggar. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Reese. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in 1st downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got him. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. That's caught. It's Reese. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Duggar. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Woodside. Touchdown, Beavers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Reese. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wells. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Finds his big tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had zero success. It's fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Woodside. Dances away to buy time. Got room to work. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the...
Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the outside to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Duggar. Caught close to the marker. It's Wells. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Wells. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down and run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Floating away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Grab near the marker, it's Reese. Powers through. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, they're after him. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Extending the play. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Maybe a bit of a gamble, going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Finds his big tight end. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Offense getting set for 1st down. Give to the back.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Just drives it between the uprights.
Man, so many more times we're going to say be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times in those slot positions.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Beavers are rolling down the field. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable. So you
Touchdown, Oregon State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
To the air, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Zings it complete to the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's on target and complete.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And look, I know they don't have a big explosive play on this drive, but you gotta love the way the quarterback is making good decisions. He's reading coverage. The ball is going where it needs to go, and as a result, this offense is piling up 1st downs.
And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back. back to work in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slants.
Dropping back, it's Woodside. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Beavers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Vincent. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Vincent. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's got him this time. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Huskies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really did. Job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Washington. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got a man, it's Wicks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Carney. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a
Johnny, what's up with you, man?
Pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to run it. Quick spin on the ride. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Carney. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is...
They made me hike the ball when I wasn't ready to hike the ball.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Washington. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And he tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out. And
there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carney. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He leaves it with his back. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Come on, guys.
Out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass...
Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with bad field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.
Hello.
Fireworks in this one. A lot of points.
Well,
they always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense
NCAA
college football is so good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today,
I need to play my game, yes.
These coaching staffs and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week.
I unwind after a long day.
A tough
task
ahead of so
Can you calm
much
you down?
speed, so much firepower.
It relaxes me unless I'm losing, then I'll be ready for my control.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.